this creation here. It's a really nice use of the space as well. I like that we've got the individual games lined up down here just below what appears to be, I'm guessing, the R&R rooms for what would be the respective branches. So blue for the Air Force, green for the Army. I'm guessing we've got pink for the Marines and then yellow for the Navy in this situation. I'm not entirely sure. We have some teleporters down here as well. I've not been in them. I wonder what they do. I currently am sat over the sofa on the left hand side waiting for people to come and enter this room and get the games underway. It's currently bang on the dot 2 o'clock in the morning for me in the United Kingdom, and I'm wondering where everyone is. Unless they're already in the room, let me go ahead and have a look. Can I exit this area? I can exit this area. Let's go have a wee look-see in the Space Marines room to see if the folks are there and I've just gotten confused and wound up in the wrong place. I'm going to pop through the teleport here just to see. You get a sneak peek of the room if you haven't seen it before already. And nope, no one's here. Ace on the scoreboard at 445. That's impressive. Okay, let's head back. Where is everyone? Are they coming in now? I don't know what's going on here, guys. Where on earth is everyone? I would imagine they'll be here shortly. I'm going to go ahead and just take a sit on the chair in the back here as well and just kind of mind my own business. I hope you're enjoying the music at the moment. This is sponsored by non-copyrighted sounds on YouTube. We're playing some smooth jazz for you today. Do you like jazz? Because I certainly do, especially for a late night environment session. I am getting antsy waiting for these people to show up. Where are they? We've lost them. Is anyone on their way? I'm going to go and check the back end chat just to see if I am missing something here. I am... okay, so there is currently the announcement happening in HQ as we speak, meaning they will be making their way through this door over here in just a moment's time. Why don't we get up? We're going to go ahead and have a little dance as well. Why don't we enjoy the jazz? Everyone enjoys a bit of jazz. I'm going to go ahead up here, dancing my way away, waiting for the teams to show up. There's no sponsor tonight for this. It's just me and myself. So please, I hope you enjoy. Howdy, 93 in the chat. Let's go Air Force. Big shout out to your branch there. I appreciate that. And a salute to you for that. The salutes will be coming in fast and furious once the team kind of get here. The attention on decks usually do take a few minutes, so I'm sure there is nothing to worry about. 6 people in the stream as we speak. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you from wherever you are across the globe. And welcome to this USDF Habbo Branch Wars games of the 8-Bit Eagles versus the Pac Marines in Space Invaders. An absolute classic, and one that I remember playing very much when I was younger. Sitting down with your old controller that didn't make any sense at the time. And of course now playing on the PC on web games. I think there was a lot of HTML and Flash games for Space Invaders because, excuse me, because it is fairly easy to kind of go ahead and get involved with when creating it. Thank you very much for the compliment on the cat ears. I felt like it was necessary for the viewers here. They do also squish just a little, which is kind of satisfying, I'm not going to lie. 4 minutes past the hour here, waiting for people to come into the room. I apologise if I'd have known there was a bit of a delay. I would have started this stream just a tad bit later, but of course, we usually are on time here at the USDF. And according to the schedule, I might just be early. I think I might just be a little bit early, but that's not a problem. We're still here. We're still going to have fun. We're still going to enjoy ourselves. The team should be making their way through any moment now. If they're not here in a couple of minutes, I'm probably going to have to go to the HQ and have a little look-see as to where they might be, and you too would come along for that ride. I don't think you've seen the HQ yet, those on Twitch. Those who are here, excuse me again, 2 in the morning is definitely an interesting time to stream. Those who are here from the USDF, there are no doubts in my mind that you have seen the HQ. If you haven't and you're part of the USDF, there might be a small problem. I'm not too sure. We might have an issue, but let me know if you haven't seen the HQ in the chat. 3 viewers at the moment. Drop down from the 6 there, not a problem, while we wait for this game to get underway. We will go there shortly. I'll say if no one's here by about 8 minutes past, we'll go ahead and check out the HQ and just see what's happening. Oh, here we go. The people are turning up. We have Kari Hyron Yorogo for the Air Force stepping through on the teleporter there shortly by Inalterable? Excuse me there. Clara SW turning up and Mungtian as well joining the force. Hello, Wilson. Mungtian going ahead and dropping the Wilson. Oh, there is nothing but Wilsons across this chat. How we do, baby, how we do. Do I still dance if I stand up? Let's go. I'm going to go stand right up to the edge and wave if I can. There we go, give him a quick I'm not hosting this game, so please, I'm going to go and sit back down while the Marines turn up. We've got Simmer we have Baby Doll 4000, we've got Xylox here as well, putting on their Branch Wars uniform. Okay, this is Science 99 coming through as well. Happy birthday to you, Science 99, if you're watching this chat. A salute to you for your birthday. It's your birthday every day here at the USDF, and we like to make you feel welcome. And yes, my salute did work today. I'm a bit upset that it didn't earlier, but you know what? We move and we continue. We've got Maria here from the Habbo Military Times. Go ahead and check them out on mythabbo.com. And we've got Catherine here as well, the Major, coming to oversee these games, I believe. Kimmy turning up as well as one of the hosts, and Science has come back into the room, which of course is another happy birthday to you, ma'am. There you go, and another salute. Are the team going to be going straight in, or are we going to be going ahead and getting some instructions up on stage? Catherine just kind of standing up at the gate there, might be using the command. We'll find out. We've got Quincy Arrow turning up here as well for the Marines. Welcome, welcome. Math 99 in the chat. Again, another running joke there with Science. No one ever just lets them get away with a hello or how you doing. It has to be a comment made that brightens everyone's day. I Ambitious coming in with pizza for the Marines as well. Welcome. Please bring the pizza to the front of the row. Howdy 93. Tell Tyler I said hi in the chat. Going ahead and doing that right now. Meng Caspar says hi. I am in the grey chat. I'm going to go ahead and swap that out to the clear chat on white. It looks like Tyler has responded with a hi Casper there as well. It looks like Catherine is beginning with the speech for this game. Welcome today's Branch Wars game, you pixelated beings. I have always been curious if pixelated beings can survive in the dark unknown. I guess we have today to experiment. Am I right? I'm your host, Major Catherine, and today's fate decider is Space Invaders. I should go into book reading at this rate. This center replicates the same exact center established in 1978, developed and manufactured by Midway Manufacturing for overseas distribution. This is now turning into a lesson. I like this. A bit of backstory, a bit of history. Remember when you had to fight your way through space while taking out different waves of enemy contact? Well, that's exactly what you're going to be doing today. Welcome to SteveRocker.alt from the NSA, the Vice President here, coming to spectate these games. Never thought that you would be put to space for this. What a shame, and what a shame it is. I hope you are prepared for this, thinking of defeating the arcade players. Ha ha ha! I can only wish you luck. Let the match begin. It looks like we're going to go ahead and make our way into the Space Invaders room. Of course, the hosts having priority access to this room. Here we go. Wilson is going in first. Please excuse me, no cue cutting here. Wilson is in and ready to take his spot on the chair. They actually put this little pillow here just for me because I used to like to sit on the floor. I'm going to go ahead and respect that. Thank you to whoever did that for me. I believe that was Cheesy Ryan. Thank you very much. Looks like we got Birthday 99 in the chat and Who Are Let's Go Air Force Best Force by Howdy 93 and Draconis Chaser. If you want to go ahead and represent your branch in this chat, you are more than welcome to. So get typing, get spamming, and get those chat boards flowing with your branch chants and cheers. The team are taking their respective seats at the moment with Air Force looming above the rest of the others here. But of course, this is all equal. Clara taking a red seat, absolutely abhorrent there, with a little bit of lag for Zyclox and myself. Zyclox going to sit on the red sea representing the Marines here. And it looks like Maria is also doing the same. No, she's taken a change. Excuse me. Again, 2 a.m. in the morning. Goodbye, Caspar. Thank you very much. A salute to you for tuning in briefly. Pre-Fire Star has turned up here. The CW02 for the Air Force. Will they be playing or spectating? We do not know. Clara doesn't know how to play, but do not worry, Clara. The rules will be gone over shortly. I'm actually going to go ahead and take... Oh, I'm going to go ahead and take a seat next to these guys. I get the big boy chair. I like that. While the instructions scroll on screen for you to read, I'm going to go ahead and have a look at some of these scores here to see what the contenders are for top spots. Ace with 2 slots at 445. Interesting. Bat and Bull, 445 as well. Allegedly following in at 405. And Elfie Nix at 395 and 390. Bat and Ball following up with 385, and of course the points diminish as we get further down the list, but Carrie Hiron, who is here today, is on that leaderboards. That is what we like to see from the teams. Who else have we got in here from the leaderboards? Has Elfie Nix turned up? I can't see them at the moment, and the leaderboards have been erased. It's now anyone's game in this Air Force Branch Wars against the Pac Marines. Essentially, for those tuning in who need to understand how Space Invaders work, you will be given a slot on this grid here. Red representing the Pac Marines, and of course the blue representing the Air Force. Apologies there, just had some messages in the chat, and of course a whisper here, kitty kitty kitty, from I Ambitious. That is intense. Players who's tuning in always trying to get me to say the most crazy things. Back to the game. Essentially, you're going to be given a slot here on this board. There are going to be aliens that start creeping their way from the top to the bottom. That is right to left. And it is your job to use your little caterpillar to shoot them. It does shoot automatically. So all you've really got to do is control it. Looks like we've got a late bloomer here. It's Lynn coming in for the Air Force, the Sergeant. And in OP as well, please go ahead and take a seat. And if you're tuned in now, thank you very much for that. It looks like everyone is ready here. And of course, we shall see who comes out victorious. I might at some point during this stream need to give a really big yawn. If that does need to happen, I am going to go ahead and turn off my camera because that will be incredibly rude of me. And I don't want to do that for you. I want to make sure you're enjoying yourself and having a good time. Pac Marines, red tile. 8-bit Eagles, blue tile. Carrie Hiron stepping up immediately, going first. Look at that, the dedication and support. They were on that leaderboards. Let's see if they can get further up this time round. I hope you enjoy the jazz in the background. Again, provided by YouTube, no copyright sounds. Stream of melodies. Thank you very much for supplying this music for us. Looks like we have Carrie Hiron and I Ambitious going first for this round of Space Invaders. Why did that take me so long? I'm unsure why that took me so long there. That's intense. we're going to go ahead and get right into the action there. It looks like the teams are getting lined up as well. Sim Ryan there for the Marines going ahead and taking a seat. And it looks like we've got Meng Tian stepping in for the Air Force. Excellent. I like that. Okay, here we go. The teams are taking their spots. And I believe they are going to be ready. Why has Steve Rocker jumped into the... Steve, my friend, what are you doing? Steve, that's crazy. Steve, stop it. Steve, I'm crazy. Teams are ready here. Looking to play the game, and they're off. Looking like a fairly even start with one asteroid on the board. And the scores at 5-5 neck and neck immediately. Teams do only have 3 minutes to complete this game, and it looks like the Marines have taken the lead. And it's been equalised immediately after I said that, and overtaken by the Air Force. Again, we do find that this is a constant battle between top spot when it comes to this game and the scores, which means it's very evenly placed. The asteroids on the field are, of course, to be messed with. Do not hit them, otherwise you're going to lose a whole heap of points, as you may have seen just happened to the Air Force there on the right-hand side. This is going to be 5 rounds in total. 3 minutes a round. Let's go. That's 15 minutes in total, if my math is correct. It might just be. Draconis Chaser in the chat, stop it Steve, with a highlighted message at 100 bits there. Not too sure what's happening, but we're going to go ahead and let you crack on. Make sure to attack the aliens coming directly towards you, because we don't want to have any hiccups with those points, as again the Air Force may have just done. 135 neck and neck with 140 on the clock, with the Pac Marines taking a lead by 5 points, being equalised by the Air Force, but yet again taken over by the Pac Marines up to 160, a 10-point lead. Air Force going ahead and getting some aliens killed, and unfortunately losing a point system to an asteroid. It's got 185, 190 to the Pac Marines, 185 to the Air Force. The scores are incredibly tied right now. It's very hard to keep up with what's happening. Both teams on equalised 220, 225. Synchronous scores here, guys. Make sure to attack the ones coming close to you. If you don't, you are going to get, unfortunately, a life lost on the board, and that is not what we want. Teams currently tied at 245. No, I was wrong. The score is 260 to the Air Force, 270 to the Air Force, 260 to the Pac Marines. There is 1 minute on the clock remaining. The Air Force have taken a little bit of a lead there by about 30 points, down to a 15-point lead, back up to... I'm not doing the maths on that one. That's a crazy number. 320 to the Air Force, to the Pac Marines, 300. That's a 20-point lead. Something I can do is basic maths. And they've equalised back at 315, only to be overshadowed by 345. Looks like the Marines have lost all of their lives. It is now down to the Air Force to get just 10 more points to take that lead. They've got the 5, they've got the 10, and they are currently in the lead by a fairly significant amount now. Oh, they've just lost a life and they took their points back down. That's crazy. Okay, so it seems like the Air Force have won that one. Carry Hiron, well done. You are now on the leaderboard there. Let's have a look. 390 to Becky's 345. Well done. Very well played. Looks like Becky may have been having some issues there with the game, but of course it comes down to a few factors. As long as you're having fun, that is all that matters. And of course, to my dedicated 2 watchers in this Twitch, thank you ever so much for joining me. I hope you forgive me for my late, sleepy hour voice, and of course, my demeanour. I am very tired tonight, but nothing that a good little bit of sleep can't cure, which will be happening after this stream, and honestly, I can't wait. It's going to be so good. Alrighty, here we go. It looks like the people are stepping up, and we have Cimarine for the Marines, and Meng Tian for the Air Force. Are the teams ready to go? Players are being listed, and so are the scores. I think that's the admin side of things happening there, if I'm perfectly honest with you. Not a problem. Maria in the chat with Boa Noite Clara. Not sure what that is. Might be Spanish. Might be Brazilian. Who knows? But let's see if it can be done. Can Air Force continue their lead, or can the Pac Marines go ahead and even the score? We're going to find out shortly in this round, round 2 of Air Force, the 8-bit Eagles versus the Marines, Pac Marines. That's so fun to say, Pac Marines. I like that. And the scores are immediately back to 0 with a, again, even playing field. It looks like things are fairly starting to be even across the board. There's been a couple of games where it's kind of swung either one way or the other at the beginning there. Pac Marines starting off with a 5-point lead there over the Air Force. Meng Chan taking a 5 points, 10 points, evening the score, and it looks like an asteroid was hit by Simmer Ryan there, taking him back down to 15 points just after a alien kill. Scores are again even. You can see what I mean when I say it's anyone's game during this. It can happen, and it is intense when it does. It looks like an asteroid was hit there, taking him down to 15 points, back up to 20. Air Force taking a significant lead at the moment. An asteroid being hit, taking him back to 55, back up to 70. 30. 20-point lead to the Air Force. Air Force has dropped down to 50. Another asteroid hit. Currently, 20 points difference between the Marines and the Air Force. Make that 10. 155 on the clock. Bit of a slow burner this one, guys, but it is all about the points, and it's all about the accuracy as well. You want to make sure you hit the aliens and not anything else. Oh, here comes the big yawn. Nope, we managed to stow it. We managed to stow that yawn. This is good. I definitely am going to yawn at some point, and it's going to be a doozy. That is for sure. We're currently at 185. The Marines have taken over, almost up to 200 points on the clock, though a meteor hit is going to take them back down to 190, with the Air Force trying to clear up what they can there. It looks like that was a good string of attack there. 205, 210 scores are evened, overtaken by 5 points from the Air Force there. Pac Marines need to clear up. They've got 2, 3, 4 aliens hit in a row there. Scores are still even with 1 minute and 2 seconds on the clock here. Is anyone going to hit an asteroid? Are they going to lose some points, or are they going to keep the ties on the score? It looks like the Pac Marines have taken it over by 270 points. Ty has gone ahead and evened that score out. 295 to the Pac Marines. They're about to break 300. Can it be done? 45 seconds on the clock. Get themselves on that leaderboards and evening the game at 1-1. It looks like Air Force are currently in the lead by 10 points. And that score is going to just slightly increase. An asteroid's been hit, taking them back to 295. Pac Marines have gained the lead. 30 seconds on the clock. 330. 310 to the Air Force. 340 to the Marines. 350 to the Marines. 370 to the Marines. Air Force need to catch up here. We're at 320 for the Air Force. The Marines are up to 385, 390, and a nice little clear up takes them over to 405 in total. 10 seconds on the clock. Can they be pulled back by the Air Force? Are they going to hit an asteroid? It doesn't look like they are. As soon as he says it, the words get eaten. They're back down to 415. And of course, it looks like the Air Force may have hit an asteroid as well. This game and this round has gone to the Marines with 420 points for Simmer Ryan. Congratulations to both teams that participated there. That was an interesting shot. Simmer Ryan with a 420. Ty, don't worry. Meng Tian, it's all about having fun. It's all about enjoying yourselves. It was a good game. That's exactly right. Carrie Hiron's got the right idea. Teams are lining up as we speak to play the next game. We have Baby Doll for the Marines and Eurogo for the Air Force. Current standings on the board: Simmer Ryan 420, Carrie Hiron 390, Meng Tian 355, and I Ambitious 345. Let's see who's next. It looks like Baby Doll has taken their seat for the Marines and Eurogo has for the Air Force as well. Both teams have gone ahead and said they're ready before even the command has been given or requested. Third round, we have, as mentioned, Baby Doll for the Marines and Eurogo for the Air Force. My voice is now starting to reach that crispy stage of the evening here, so I apologise if the tone in my voice has just changed. Allow me to give a quick drink and a quick cough. Lovely. Okay. Draconius Chaser in the chat. Let's go Air Force. Love to see the competitiveness in you and, of course, the sportsmanship as well. The teams are already off. Eurogo has started with a 15-point lead over the Pack Marines, who are currently at 10. The lead is already closing in to almost being even. Doesn't look like there's any real strategy to this game. It's a bit of planning and a bit of dedication, though it looks like that has gone out the window with Baby Doll hitting an asteroid, taking them back down to second place. Eurogo planning their shots as best as possible not to hit an asteroid, though I think they're about to do exactly that. It slides right between the two of them, keeping their lead at 60 points, 20 above the Marines there. It looks like 45 points for the Marines. Can they bring it back up? It looks like an asteroid's just been hit on the Air Force's side. Pack Marines have an opportunity here to claw some points back, with Eurogo taking them up to just about 100 if they get another hit on an alien, which they have 100 points with 155 on the clock. Baby Doll doing their best to shoot in the nice clear space that they have been given on the right hand side here, clawing back the lead if possible. They only need 25 points, make that 25 still points. That's a crazy change in the score. 20 points needed. It looked like an asteroid just got hit there, but unfortunately it didn't register. That's not a problem. That works in your favour. 125, 130 for the Marines, 165 Eurogo in the Air Force, 180. A decent lead. It looks like we're about 40 points ahead. That can still change. This is anyone's game. It's 5 points for an alien, guys. Make sure they don't get too close down there on the Marine side. It looks like the aliens are about to take down some points for you, and of course a life has been taken away from you. It's currently 2 lives to the Marines and 3 to the Air Force there. 240 on the scoreboard with 225, 230, 235, 240. The scores are now even, and the Marines have overtaken to 265 with 50 seconds on the clock. It needs to be clawed back now by the Air Force if they want a chance of winning, but it looks like Baby Doll has been making her shots count. They are almost about to hit 300 on the score, and they have indeed done exactly just that, increasing their lead to 315 over the Air Force. 15 points separate the two, 20 points separating the two. There is almost an infinitesimally small... no point me finishing that sentence. The scores are already tied. And as soon as I say that, the Marines go ahead and crush it up to 370. 30 seconds remaining, 20 on the clock. There is 400 points been hit on the left-hand side. It looks like Baby Doll might have had a high score there if they hadn't hit that asteroid. Unfortunate. Back down to 405 for the Marines. Eurogo doing their best to get a good shot in for the Air Force. 345. Can they do what they can do? Can they beat that score? It doesn't look like they can do it in time, but I think they did their best. It looks like that game has gone to the Marines. They are indeed winning on this front. That looks like 3 games down. 2 left to be played. I'm going to go ahead and restart the old jazz music for you. It was coming to an end, but I really like jazz, so we're going to play it again for you. It looks like Inalterable and Xylox are going to be stepping up next. 2 names that I haven't seen participate in Branch Wars just yet. Xylox is going ahead and locking in. I would suggest that the Air Force do the same as well. Get themselves involved in this game. And if you want to go ahead and get yourself involved as well, please go ahead and visit the .com Habbo Hotel client. Download the game or play in the web browser and come and visit the USDF HQ. And come and sign up. Have some fun. Get involved. Build rooms. Do writing. Do graphics. If there's some skills that you can transfer from the real world into here, please do yourself a favour and come to the USDF on Habbo. Not too sure what's happening here. Xylox has the game somewhat started, but I think this is just a technicality. We'll see what's happened. The game's about to reset. There we go. The game has been reset. And it looks like the teams have swapped. Oh, nope. The teams are going ahead and taking their seats, being respectful to the 2 players that were just about to go ahead and take their podiums. They are ready. Good luck, everyone. The doors are open. We have Inalterable for the Air Force, Xylox for the Marines, going ahead and battling it out head to head. Are the teams ready? Let's get ours in the chat. There shouldn't be too much time left before the game begins, and ultimately not too much time before the game ends and we get a final score on the board, and of course we get the MVP of the match. Inalterable for the Air Force, and of course Xylox for the Marines. Carry Hiron, do your best. Air Force will be proud of you nonetheless. That is exactly what we want to see here at the USDF. A good, clean, wholesome chat from all of you. I'm going to go ahead and center this just a bit there. It looks like they are ready and they're off immediately. The score's being reset back to 0. And a nice even playing field to begin with 2 asteroids apiece happening right now. Scores neck and neck, and an asteroid being hit directly by Inalterable. They're taking him down to a 0-point score. 20 for the Marines, up to 35 here, still on 0 for the Air Force. They have just clawed in 5 points. Let's go, lock in. We're at 20 and 45 respectively for the Air Force and the Marines. Looks like they've just lost some more points again by hitting an asteroid. That's okay, just remember not to hit them. You will get through this game, my friend. We're going to go ahead and check on the Pack Marines. They are currently up to 75, almost hitting 100 points within the first 1 minute of this game. Can the Air Force claw that lead back if possible? Can they get in front? Or are they doomed to succumb to the Marines' might that is tonight's game? A lot of asteroids on the field now for the Marines. I wouldn't be surprised if they, and there it is, they've hit one, taking them down to a 100 points. 125, bringing it up very quickly to even the playing field. Both teams are neck and neck in score, with the Air Force pulling out just a little bit further than the Marines with about 15 to 25 points there. An asteroid being hit for the Marines, knocking them down to 145. The Air Force have increased their lead to 160, 175. Marines following close behind at 175. Even scores. Marines have overtaken. Scores are neck and neck at the moment here. 165 to the Marines, 180 to the Air Force. An asteroid hit for the Marines, taking them down to 150, 190 on the Air Force, about to hit 200 points. Can they do it? Yes, they have crested 200. They've hit an asteroid as well, taking it back down to 180. The claw is happening, and they're pulling it back to 200, over to 205. The Marines are down at 160, 165. Need to increase that lead with 1 minute 10 on the clock left. There's a good points lead here to the Air Force. Can they play steady and securely, or are they going to hit that asteroid? They've hit it, taking them down to 255. The Marines can do what they want to kind of get this lead back. All they need to do is start firing and hit those little aliens as best they can. There is almost a 100-point lead here. That might be a bit of an exaggeration, but there is definitely an opportunity for the Air Force to gain a point here if they play safe and secure. Throwing a ball right between some asteroids there, bit of a risky move. And of course, the Pack Marines doing their best to bring it up. They are at 245, 250, 265, and 280. It looks like a life has been lost for the Air Force. It is now 30 seconds of pure fun. Can the Marines keep getting them points? All they need to do is beat 280. They have. They've pulled it back to 300, 305, 310. That's insane. It looks like we have a nice score. They've hit an asteroid. They've been taken down to 310. Are they going ahead and keeping that lead? 5 seconds on the clock. They've hit another asteroid, taking them down to 305. There's nothing but aliens on the field. Go crazy, my friend. It looks like you have won that round of Space Invaders. Draconis Chaser in the chat. Wilson, you should consider a career as a horse race caller. I don't know if that would be a wise choice. I'm not too sure. I'm actually pretty bad with names. If it was teams, maybe it'd be different. Or real life Space Invaders. I'll be good at that. If we get invaded in real life by Space Invaders, I'll do the commentary. I mean, I'll be panicking and screaming and crying, but I'll still do the commentary. Games need to be reset here. Or have the teams already started to take their spots? No, they haven't. We've got our next players up. Santiago 45099 and Science 99. Happy birthday to you, ma'am. And a salute as well, should you ever watch this stream. Science with the nerves, hitting them already. And who we got here? Bronzed, rocking up for the Air Force. CW05, nice to see you. And Pre-Fire Stars here as well. How nice. I like that. A Big shout out to your hosts again today. Myself, we've got Catherine, and we've got Kimmy. I believe that's Catherine. It is, yeah. I couldn't actually hover over them. Still not used to finding out exactly who wears what, because outfits do change quite a lot here in the USDF. But you'll get there. When you join up, you'll soon learn who everyone is. Round 5, about to be played here, with it currently being the Marines in the lead, I think, by 3-1. The last round. Science 99 representing the Pack Marines, and CCM Santiago 45099 for the 8-bit Eagles. And they are off with a clear lead for the Marines at 5 points there. Science's nerves must have meant nothing as they go ahead and careen up to 20 points unless they hit an asteroid, which they haven't. 15-point lead over the Air Force here, though the claw is happening and they are pulling back what they can. Unfortunately, they've hit an asteroid, knocking them down to 5 points there. 35 for the Marines, 45 for the Marines, 10 on the Air Force, taking it up to 20. 35 for the Marines once again. No asteroids on the field. One is popping in just at the back there. Remember to take the aliens out before they hit the front of the row and you lose your lives. Scores are going ahead and getting close to being even there. A asteroid has been hit on the Marine side, evening the playing field, but unfortunately the Air Force have also done the same thing, taking them down to 25 points, taking it back up to 35 with a good hit on an alien there. The lead is being given to the Air Force at 55 points. The Marines need to do what they can to kill some aliens there, and they've done a good job clearing up a few there. 5 points in the lead over the Air Force there. Scores neck and neck for a moment there, with the Marines coming out on 90 points ahead. 20 in front, 10 in front. And we've got an even playing field now with 100 to the Pack Marines and 100 to the Air Force. Scores 105, neck and neck. No asteroids being hit just yet. The Pack Marines have increased their lead. 140 on the clock, 138 on the clock. 125 on the points to the Marines, leading by 10 currently on 135, 145. A nice little increase there. But can the Air Force bring it back? They're only 5 points away. They have. An asteroid's been hit on the left-hand side. The Air Force have taken the lead. Take that back. The Pack Marines have increased their lead to 175. 120 on the clock. 200 hit by the Marines. Air Force need to step it up just a bit if they want to go ahead and get in front. A life has been lost for the Air Force, leaving a lead of 25 points to the Marines, taking them up to 255 to the Air Force's 210. Are we going to see a life lost again for the Air Force? Remember, you've got to clear the ones coming close to you here. 1 minute remaining on the clock, 50 seconds as of now. We've got almost 300 points being hit by the Pack Marines. An asteroid was just hit there, but they have emptied their playing field. They can go crazy. They can shoot whatever they want right now. Unfortunately, that time has been missed. You only get a short time to do that. They've hit 300 points, 305, taking it up to 320. The Air Force is still stuck on 260. Make that 265 as they go ahead and try and clear the aliens. Another life lost for the Air Force. Not a problem. You do still have an opportunity here in the last 25 seconds to pull back some of that lead. Let's just hope that the Marines put their finger where the buttons are and get ahead of the game. They've hit an asteroid, taking them down to 360, but they brought it back to 375. 330 for the Air Force. There isn't much time left. 10 seconds on the clock. 1 life for the Air Force. 3 for the Marines. It looks like the game might be going in favour of the Pack Marines right now. 400 points on the board. Make that 410. The Air Force are out with their lives being lost. And the game has ended with the Pack Marines hitting 410. Science with the holy lag comment. Of course, our power in Christ. Thank you very much for that. Power pellet power. The Pack Marines have clinched the win. GG. Let's have a look at the leaderboards here. Simarayan and Baby Doll played the first game with 420 and 410 points respectively. Science coming in at 410 and Kerry Hiram for the Air Force 390. Amazing work from both teams there. Draconis Chaser in the chat. Thank you very much. A salute to you for showing such sportsmanship on this late hour for me. I believe it's still early days for you. You've still got a wonderful day ahead of you. I, of course, have a wonderful bed behind me. Not that you on stream can see it. Space Invaders 99. I'm nervous. Gets 410 points. That's a fair comment. That is a fair comment. It looks like now we're going to be going over to the fun rounds. Of course, this is where I will go ahead and look. Oh, Victor's here. Hi, Victor. Nice to see you, Mr. Siak. Welcome. Represent your team in the Air Force. Come and play for some fun as well. It looks like the Pack Marines have won that one. Fun rounds are where I disappear, leave you with the music and allow you to spectate for a couple of minutes while the game plays out. I hope you've enjoyed me. I hope you enjoyed the session, the stream. The MVP is still yet to be announced, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the camera right over here so you guys can see who the MVP is when they are nominated. Thank you very much for joining me. My name is Wilson. I will be hosting these Branch Wars Twitch streams as frequently as possible over the next coming weeks, so please go ahead and tune in. And if you're not already subscribed to this channel, go ahead and click the button and do so. Our support would be really appreciated. Draconius Chaser, one last message, a salute to you, our host, Wilson. Thank you very much. I appreciate you being here. I know it's difficult for many people to attend these streams, but we do them regardless to make sure you guys can enjoy yourself. Of course, I'm going to go ahead and salute one last time and say au revoir and leave you with this game for a couple of minutes playing out here. Thank you very much one last time.